In off the moors, down to the mistbands, God-cursed Grendel came greedily loping. The bane of the race of men roamed forth, hunting for a prey in the high hall. Under the cloud mark he moved towards it, until it shone above him, a sheer keep of fortified gold. Nor was that the first time he had scouted the grounds of Hrothgar's dwelling, although never in his life, before or since, did he find harder fortune or hull defenders. Spurned and joyless, he journeyed on ahead and arrived at the bawn. The iron-braced door turned on its hinge, but his hands touched it. Then his rage boiled over. He ripped open the mouth of the building, maddening for blood, pacing the length of the patterned floor with his loathsome tread, while a baleful light, flame more than light, flared from his eyes. He saw many men in the mansion, sleeping, a ranked company of kinsmen and warriors, quartered together, and his glee was demonic. Picturing the mayhem before morning, he would rip life from limb and devour them, feed on their flesh. But his fate that night was due to change. His days of ravening had come to an end. Mighty and canny, Hygelac's kinmen were keenly watching for the first move the monster would make. Nor did the creature keep him waiting.
5 more minutes.
Suddenly, and started in. He grabbed and mauled a man on his bench, bit into bone lappings, down his blood, and gorged on him in lumps, leaving the body utterly lifeless, eaten up, hand and foot. Venturing closer, his talon was raised to strike Beowulf. Before he lay on the bed, he was burying it with open claw when the alert heroes come back and armlock forestalled him utterly. The captain of evil discovered himself in a hand grip harder than anything he had ever encountered in any man. On the face of the earth, every bone in his body quailed and recoiled, but he could not escape. He was desperate to flee to his den and hide with the devil's litter, for in all his days he had never been clamped or cornered like this.
Oh God.
Then Hygelac's trusty retainer called his bedtime speech, sprang to his feet.
And what now?
Fingers were bursting, the monster backtracking, the man overpowering. The dread of the land was desperate to escape, to take a roundabout road and flee to his lair in the ferns. The latching power in his fingers weakened. It was the worst trip the terrormonger had taken the hero. And now the timbers trembled and sang, a hall session that harrowed every Dane inside the stockade. Stumbling in fury, the two contenders crashed through the building. The hall clattered and hammered, but somehow survived the onslaught and kept standing. It was handsomely structured, a sturdy frame, braced with the best of blacksmith's work, inside and out. The story goes that as the pair struggled, mead benches were smashed and sprung off the floor.
Oh gosh!
At all. Before then, no shielding elder would believe there was any power or person upon earth capable of wrecking their horn-rigged hall, unless the burning embrace of the fire engulfed it in flame. Then an extraordinary wail arose, and bewildering fear came over the Danes. Everyone felt it who heard that cry as it echoed off the wall. A god-cursed scream and strain of catastrophe. The howl of the loser, the lameness of the helter, gaining his wound. He was overwhelmed, manacled tight by the man who of all men was foremost and strongest in the days of his life.
The end.
Hey, wait a second.
Very good. Give him a hand. Give him a hand.
The soldiers attacked Grendel.
We slept through the whole thing.